Hello everyone, so today I'm gonna discuss to you what is electronic information all about. So, electronic information has gradually become a major resource in everyday life. The emergence of electronic information resources, simply referred to as electronic resources, has tremendously transformed information handling management in academic environments and in university libraries in particular. According to Elias Oldman, note that through the use of electronic resources, researchers and students now have access to global information resources, particularly the internet for their scholarly intercourse and also the depth of current and up-to-date information for research in university libraries is attributed to poor levels of developing electronic information resources. Libraries needs to be vanguard for technology transfer from developed world to the developing. Utilization of online information resources is the way of achieving these objectives. According to Chaconas Electronic Information Resources, our information resources provide electronic form, and these include resources available on the internet such as e-books, e-journal, online database, CD-ROM database, and other computer-based electronic networks among others. Internet penetration as a percentage of the total population of Africa was still 1.4% compared to the world average penetration of 12.7%. Gakebayo carried out a study on internet usage by students and staff at Mbarara University of Science and Technology, and the result of the study indicate low usage. Through the internet was provided a wider access to global information resources such as online database, e-journal, e-printings, and other sources of digital information. These resources are not effectively utilized due to varying factors. So, there's a study at Embarrassed University of Science of Technology found that internet usage among students and staff is low. Despite the availability of valuable online resources, this is due to the several factors, including limited infrastructures, lack of digital skills, high cost, cultural attitude, and the irrelevance of some resources. To improve internet access and utilization, Africa needs to invest in infrastructure, promote digital literacy, address core barriers, encourage cultural acceptance, and ensure resources are relevant to academic needs. According to Mason, the Internet poses African universities to gain equal footing with their sister institutions in the more developed countries. It is imperative that African universities be connected if they are not to be rendered irrelevant in the modern academic world. The Internet is very useful as communication tool in the universities among librarians and library clientele. It is the most efficient means of electronic document delivery. Here are some mission statements. It highlights the crucial role of the Internet in bridging the gap between African universities and their counterparts in developed nations. He emphasizes that Internet connectivity is not luxury but a necessity for African universities to remain relevant and competitive in a modern academic world. And there are some of his points. This is equal footing. Mason believes that internet access can help African universities achieve parity with institutions in developed countries. The is implies that access to global research, collaboration opportunities, and online learning resources is crucial for keeping up with academic advancement and also relevance. Without internet connectivity, African universities risk becoming isolated and irrelevant in the global academic landscape.
Next is the electronic journals. With the advent of the internet, researchers and academics have recognized the capabilities of the information and communication technologies as efficient means to share results and to get around barriers. By full transfer of intellectual property rights from the author to the publisher, it is also a means of improving the slow turnover of traditional publishing. So electronic journals use internet to help researchers share their works quickly, unlike traditional publishing, which is slow and requires giving up rights to publishers. Electronic journals allow faster publishing and more control over the research. For example, a scientist can publish their study online in an electronic journal, making it available to others much faster than if they use traditional printing methods. Online database. The most effective way to provide access to electronic books or journals in university libraries is through subscription to online databases, which can be accessed through the internet. Online databases are a collection of electronic information sources, e-journals, or e-books by publishing from various fields and disciplines. Some of these databases are provided free of charge to libraries in developing countries by their publishers or ventures. So, online database, it refers to a collection of electronic books and journals that can be accessed through the internet. Universities often subscribe to these databases to provide students and researchers with easy access to economic materials. Some databases are free for libraries in developing countries. For example, a university library subscribes to an online database, giving students access to thousands of e-books and research papers across different subjects with just an internet connection. Next is the CD-ROM databases. CD-ROM, compact disc, read-only memory, is an adaptation of the CD that is designed to store computer data in the form of text and graphics, as well as hi-fi story sound. The original data format standard was defined by Phillips and Sony in the 1983 Yellow Book. Other standards are used in conjunction with it to define directory and file structures, including ISO 9660 HFS, Hierarchical File System for Macintosh computers, and hybrid HPS ISO format of the CD-ROM is the same as for audio CDs. A standard CD is 120 mm 4.75. So CD-ROM databases are collections of data stored in CDs that can hold text, graphics, and audio. CD-ROMs were created to store computer data using a standard format defined by Phillips and Sony in 1983. They are similar to audio CDs in size and format but are designed for computers. Different standards like ISO 9660 and HFS are used to organize the files. For example, a library might have a CD-ROM database containing research, articles, images, and videos which the students can access using a computer's CD drive.
CD-RAM data storage. CD-RAM data storage, although the disk media and the drive of the CD and CD-RAM are in principle the same, there is difference in the way data storage is organized. Two new sectors were defined: Mode 1 for storing computer data and Mode 2 for compressed audio or videographic data. CD-ROMs and CDs use the same physical disk, media, and drives, but they differ in how data is organized and stored. This difference is defined by two modes. First, Mode 1 for storing computer data and Mode 2 for compressed audio, video, or graphic data. Why are there two modes? The two modes cater to the different needs of computer data and multimedia content. Mode 1 prioritizes data, integrity, and organization for reliable computer applications, while Mode 2 prioritizes data density and continuous playback for multimedia applications. CD-ROM Mode 1. CD-ROM Mode 1 is the mode used for CD-ROMs that carry data and applications only in order to access the thousands of data files that may be present on this type of CD. Precise addressing is necessary. Data is laid out in nearly the same way as it is on audio disk. Data is stored in sectors, the small and separately addressable block of information, which is hold 2,352 bytes of data, with an additional number of bytes used for error detection and correction, as well as control structures. An explanation for that is CD-ROM Mode 1 is especially for storing the computer data and applications. Data is organized into sectors, each containing 2,352 bytes. These sectors include extra bytes for error correction and control structure, ensuring data integrity and efficient file access. This is important because computer applications require accurate data, unlike audio CDs, which can tolerate some errors.
CD-ROM Mode 1 is a drive speed is expressed as multiples of the single speed transfer rate as 2x, 4x, 6s, and so on. Most drives support CD-ROM XA extended architecture and photo CD, including multiple season discs. CD-ROM Mode 1 uses 3252 byte sectors with 2048 bytes for data and 304 bytes for error correction. This ensures data integrity as CD-ROMs are sensitive to errors. A CD-ROM spins at 75 sectors per second, resulting in a 650 MB capacity in a 150 kbps single speed transfer rate. Faster drives multiply this rate. Most drives support CD-ROM XA for multimedia and photo CD for image, allowing multiple season on the disk.
My topic is CD-ROM Mode 2. CD-ROM Mode 2 is used for comprehensive audio, video information, and use only two layers of error detection and correction, the same as the CDDA. Therefore, all 2,336 of data behind the scene and the header bytes are for use data. So, ang CD-ROM Mode 2 is a data storage form used in compact disk or CDS designed for storage comprehensive audio, video, or picture. Data is different from Mode 1, which is primarily used for computer data. So, ang purpose ani is Mode 2 kay primarily designed for storing multimedia data such as compressed audio, video, or image. This is because multimedia data often requires a large storage capacity that traditional computers the data by using Mode 2 or CD-ROM could storage more multimedia content a single disk. Next is data encoding and reading. The CD-ROM, like other CD adaptation, has a data in the spiral track beginning at the center and ending at the outermost edge of the disk. The spiral track holds approximately 650 MB of formation source data, that's about 5.5 million bytes. The distance between two rows of bytes measured from the center of the one track to the center of the Next, track is referred to as pitch. The track pitch can range from 1.5 to 1.7 microns, but in the most cases is 1.6 microns. So, ang data recording kuan kay are the bedrock of our digital world, enabling us to capture, storage, and access information. So, ang data encoding is the process of converting data from one form to another for efficient storage, transmission, or processing. It transforms data into a standard format that can be easily used by different system or device. Next is constant linear velocity or CLV. Is the principle by which data is read from the CD-ROM. This principle states that the read head must interact with data track as a constant rate, whether it's an accessing data from the inner or outmost portion of the disk. This is affected by verifying the rational speed of the
Thanks
disk
for
from
listening.
500 RPM at the center to 200 RPM at the outside. So, ang kaning constant linear velocity is to an object moving at a steady speed in a straight line. It's a fundamental concept in physics and is essential for understanding motion. Linear velocity is describe how fast an object is moving in a specific direction. It's measured in units like meter per second, kilometers per hour. Example, a car traveling at constant 600 kilometers or hours on a straight highway has constant linear velocity.
In a music CD, keyword data is read sequentially, so rotation speed is not an issue. The constant linear velocity CD-ROM, on the other hand, must read in random patterns, which 1 CLV is a qualifier for necessities constantly shifting rotation speeds. Pulses in the rated speed of an function are audible, and some of the faster drivers can be with optical disk drive and may also be applied to noisy because of it. Journal aggregation services are platforms that collect and display a wide range of academic and scholarly journals from various disciplines. These services help researchers and professionals access a comprehensive collection of research articles, papers, and publications, often providing search and filter function to help users find exactly what they need. Some popular journal aggregation services includes JSTOR, PubMed, ScienceDirect, and EBSCO. These services are valuable tools for staying current with the latest research developments and accessing a broad array of scholarly content. Next is journal aggregation services. Journal aggregation services are platforms that collect, organize, and develop scholarly journal articles and research papers from multiple publishers and sources. That services provide researchers, students, and professionals with access to a wide range of academic publications, allowing them to stay updated on the latest developments in their field of study.
Thank you for listening.